Hello, everyone. I'm Jamie Price. This card reading from the Cosmic Consciousness Ascension deck is a healing light language transmission that, while I'm focusing on the upcoming quarter, it's truly timeless because these cards are a healing tool, not just an oracle. So you are expanding and healing into more empowerment as you're interacting with them. And I was guided to choose two cards, and both ended up being from the Syrian suit, which is all about initiation. So, this, of course, indicates what we already knew. We are in a time of a lot of interchange and choice points. And the Syrian suit of initiation is what Arion, the Lyran Council of Time, calls the second pillar of ascension. So I'll put a link to the video explaining the four pillars below. The Syrians are part of our galactic heritage that have ascended into a very evolved species with mental and emotional balance. And they support us with powerful healing and a capability to navigate the physical realm with greater stability. And this card reading really drives that home. So let's dive in. The first card is courage. This makes so much sense. Humanity is in such a profound time of change overall. And so much of this change is traumatic and harsh on the world stage. Your light work is to hold a new potential for humanity within you, to see new solution and empowerment for all that isn't obvious in the moment. And that takes courage. You do this by living your life to the fullest with what is in your experience, by engaging with the collective information in empowering ways, even though some of that may not feel empowering at first. Your work is to discern what you're feeling so that you are transforming information within your space of love. If you get overwhelmed with fear or pain, the transformation is imprinted with that information as well. So, you honoring your unique experience and engaging beyond that as appropriate for you in your moment is most important. You're not avoiding, you're not saturating yourself. You are not overwhelmed with disempowerment narratives. You're engaging as appropriate for you. Courage is the willingness to hold healthy boundaries for yourself and be adaptable in ways that are for the highest good of all involved. And that is different than people pleasing or even acting out of perceived obligation. Now, the mantra in the booklet shows how your valuable, unique expression, which of course was really prevalent in the last card reading video. So see that video below for more on that. But how your valuable, unique expression is what ultimately changes the human experience over time. Real change, not temporary suppression, creating a false sense of power. The healing mantra from the booklet is my courage is an inner journey of compassion. Why is that? Why is that what courage is, an inner journey of compassion? Well, the Syrians have mastered erratic emotions and beliefs that inhibit empowerment and full interaction and creativity with the present moment. So here they're helping us to understand that our true courage is honoring the self and sustaining a sanctity within that allows you to interact with life, with others, from loving empowerment. To say no when appropriate, to say yes when appropriate, not just doing what's comfortable in a moment, but what serves evolution in a moment overall. Because that always serves all, whether they like it or not. And we've been so manipulated and misinformed that discerning how to choose for the moment isn't always clear. We've been taught that it's selfish to say no to people or to value the self. You are in a unique divine vehicle for a reason. The Syrians teach you to have the courage to honor yourself because that is what teaches you to honor all life from empowerment, not from fear, not from lack, not from manipulation. It teaches you to interact with life from love because that is who you are and how you are. So loving that you will say yes or no based on evolution rather than fear or expectation. Courage builds. Nurture yourself through it with compassion, and the discipline arises more easily. Discipline is part of courage. Embrace it with compassion for yourself, and you'll grow a capability to change with greater ease. And change is constant here. So have the courage to hold new potentials that don't just mirror the present moment by you living love in the present moment. That takes courage. The second card brings this reading full circle, not only with our ascension journey at large, but especially the profound change that we are experiencing as a collective, and even with the March healing topic of connecting love. The second card is Earth Connection. Ariane has been repeating more what they've said for over a decade now. Get your energy into this world. Connect with Earth. Be in the world, just not of it. The Syrians have a deep understanding of interacting with the physical realm. That's why they're known as the master geneticists. They understand the communication between Earth and all life upon her, just as our cells communicate with the whole system. You are supported by Gaia in ways unseen. We know the food, water, and the air are part of our support from Gaia, but how your energy field rejuvenates and thrives is part of this as well, that you as a light worker know and consciously interact with. This symbiotic relationship serves both. That's the true nature of life when it's balanced, as the Syrians teach. As you thrive, life thrives. As you are empowered with love, you are flowing healthy information into the field of life on earth. That takes courage at times, especially as we see the current actions of many humans. The mantra from the booklet is, my earth connection supports my strength and joy. Your earth connection is a give and receive on all levels. You, Lightworker, are healing and choosing to interact with life with more loving empowerment. And it doesn't change the world overnight, nor is changing the world your job. When you thrive, life thrives because you are informing the future form, not controlling it. That's not courage. That's fear creating a false illusion of power. Your courage to connect with the earth experience with compassion and love is real power. You're not controlling, you're loving, even if you have to transform from control to get there. Loving the challenges into beneficial healing through time. Loving the triumphs into reminders of potentials that are available to those with the courage to love life boldly, to love the earth experience, to love unconditionally while living in the realm of conditions, the wise blending of those two. Courage is navigating the earth experience with love and compassion for the self, the unique divine vehicle that you are, and the courage to have love and compassion for all life, even those that are in a confusion of control because they are fearful and immature inside. Get your courageous love into this world through your earth connection by being here fully and connecting love to life. Time will show the way. By the way, I always like to look at the bottom card as an adjunct to the card reading. So I'll write about that in the post on my website in the link below because it was actually pretty fascinating how it applies. But for now, in just a moment, both cards will be on the screen with some music. And as the light language is transmitting healing codes, observe any thoughts or emotions that surface as you release and activate through your higher self. Especially notice anything connected to your courage or your earth experience, this physical experience of linearity. And if it feels positive, great, you're amplifying that. If it feels negative, great, don't avoid it, you're releasing that. And afterwards, leave a comment below to share your experience and to inspire others. Take a nice, relaxing breath and enjoy the healing of the written light language.